Okay? This is what we call the headache medication symptom relief cycle. Okay? Have the headache, take medication, gives us symptom relief. Okay? Then again, causes more cycles of headaches to be spurred on by the medication overuse. And here's the important part, and I'm going over this several times because I want you to get it, I want you to be able to explain it to your friends and your family. That the thing that you're taking, the medication that you're taking to relieve the headache is actually the thing that causes your headache. Okay? So again, the cure is the cause. You want to write that one down. The cure that we're looking at is becoming the cause of the thing we're trying to relieve. And that is a cycle that perpetuates itself over and over and over again. Is that one kind of sinking in? Okay. And the goal, of course, is to break that cycle. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to, unless there's, do we have any questions on the medication overuse and the source versus symptom? Any input or any kind of thoughts that you had as we're going through that? Was that something that revealed some things to you? Go ahead.
I have something. A lot of times people, I think, get tension and migraine headaches, kind of mixed up.
Sure.
People say they have a migraine when it's probably tension.
Well, you know what? Your body doesn't read the book. And you're allowed, like you can have, we talked about, you can have a stomach ache because you have an ulcer, chronic ulcer, but you just had a bad taco. So you got a stomach ache, it's still the stomach, but you've got the ulcer and you've got the bad taco. You can have an overlay of headaches, and that's a great insight because you can have more than one headache going on at one time. And typically for a migraine sufferer, from my experience, a migraine sufferer typically will have a musculoskeletal tension trigger will be part of that. So they'll have trigger points, they'll have something going on in the neck that actually triggers that migraine headache. And we'll get into that in a little bit. Anybody else in the medication and the overuse and those types of things? What was the most important thing you got out of that? With medication overuse?
I thought it was really interesting how you might get a casual headache, but if you're taking the over-counter drugs, you can turn into a daily headache.
Yeah, that's important. How about yourself, dear?
I thought it was a nice way, like to tell people that they can slowly decrease their headache by stopping taking medication. Mm-hmm. It's going to go up before it goes down. It's going to go up before down. How about yourself?
It's just scary to see how many milligrams I've consumed over my lifetime.
Yeah, it is. And you have to believe me when I say this, is that was not my desire, is not to have you go, oh my gosh, wow, I'm taking so many milligrams. But I'm a firm believer that if we teach our kids well, and we educate them on what they should and shouldn't do, and we give them enough information, they'll make a good choice over time. And the same thing with us. We want to lay the information out there, because if there's another way, we want to be aware of that. And so sometimes it is, like, wow, I can't believe that's how much it is. So is that helpful for you?
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes it's pretty painful, but I'm a firm believer also that sometimes pain is the thing that precipitates change.